Hi, I'm Jordan and I'm developing a 1v1 fantasy wargame for mobile and browsers. At the moment I'm calling it Manafields. It's inspired by three things that I've been pretty interested in the last few years. Game development, online chess, and competitive tabletop wargames. What I think is going to make Manafields really different though is that it's going to be an asynchronous wargame. Think of online chess platforms like Chess and chess.com. In Manafields you're going to be able to pick up your phone, play a turn, and then put your phone down while you wait for your opponent to respond. I'm really hoping this is going to make wargames more bite-sized and accessible, and I really love the idea of being immersed in the strategy of a wargame over a period of days. In Manafields, both players deploy on either side of a symmetrical battlefield and then take turns issuing orders to their units, moving them into the center of the board to fight for control of objectives and to clash head on. The first player to reach a 12-point lead wins the game. You score points by controlling objectives, and you control an objective by having more units on it than your opponent does. At the end of each of your turns, you get 1 point for each objective you control. You also get 1 point if your general is standing on one of those objectives. And if you kill the enemy general, you get an instant 6 points. Player turns are lightning fast. You receive just 3 order points on your turn that you use to issue orders to your units. You can spend all 3 of those order points on one unit, or you can spread it out over multiple units. The types of orders are the move order, which costs 1, the fight order, which costs 1, the shoot order, which costs 2, and the heroic ability order, which costs 1 and allows heroes to use their unique abilities. Like I said, you could spend these points all on one unit, or you can spread them out however you like. What this means is that you can do interesting things, like you could move a unit, move them again, and then fight with them. Or you could move 3 different units or fight in 3 different places. It's up to you. In Manafields, players build army lists out of rosters of troops and impressive heroes. Infantry are strong fighters and the only unit that can fight diagonally. Cavalry are the fastest unit in the game, and they push enemy units back when they charge. Archers are powerful at range and shoot more efficiently when they stand still. As is classic in many strategy games, there's a rock, paper, scissors dynamic between these 3 types of troops. Infantry are devastating into cavalry, cavalry into archers, and archers into infantry. After you've put the troops in your list, then you'll choose a few heroes, and the heroes add unique flavor and playstyle to an army list. Not only that, but heroes that stand on objectives give massive boons to their allies. Despite being inspired by GBA era games that I love, like Advanced Wars, or even more recent games like Wargroove, Manafields is a wargame in a more classic tabletop sense. And what I mean by that is it doesn't have an economy that grows over time. You don't capture any buildings, you don't generate any new units. Instead, it's more like chess. You start with all of your resources on the board and it's about managing them as they dwindle over time. Manafields is a game about trading pieces and about trying to find ways to exhaust your opponent's resources faster than your own. My goal with this channel is to document the development of the game and also to discuss the design decisions that I'm making around the rules as they evolve over time. The game's being developed in the Godot engine, and there's already a lot of progress that I can't wait to show off. And I also want to show you the tabletop simulator prototype that I built that has allowed me to run games with friends, run them often, iterate quickly, and the rules have made leaps and bounds since I opened it up to playtesting. So I'm really excited to show that off as well. So stick around if you're interested in that stuff, and let me know what you think of Manafields from a high level. Anyway, see you later.